Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Tonight we're going to check in on the Ghost Rider engine of Vengeance Haslab and what the possible tiers might end up being. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me, as always, Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is my good friend John. John, how are you doing tonight?
I am holding in. I'm just trying to keep myself propped up.
Yes, if those who don't know, John and I were both working hard all weekend, slinging, and trading toys this weekend at the Raleigh Toy Show. So our after show, I think, is going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of stories to tell there. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But we've got some main topics to talk about tonight, including some continued coverage here of the Haslab from the Marvel Legends team, the Engine of Vengeance, the Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider Hell Charger vehicle. Which we got some updates. We got some Brian Brink charts, and we got some updates from Dan Yoon himself on his Twitter. So we'll be checking into that. But before we do anything tonight, and Andrew Clark said in a very good Stump John.
So man.
Before we get into any of that, we gotta say hello to our chat. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for hanging out with us as always. It's like I have to keep scrolling to get to the top. That's a lot of people here already. I appreciate that. Sean Harvey, One Pouch Man, King Panther, I Brandon 3G, Robert Alessandri, Angel Cano, Nelson A is in the house, Joshua Ruth, Doomed Cobweb, Jason, Jack Lord, Toy Geekosaurus, Riley Bob is here. Totally Rad Dad, Shiny Plastic People, Smedberg, Jordan, Snot Lips, Space Cowboy, Space Cowboy, Gray Fox, Chad Plouffe is in the house, Armando, Tony Taylor, David Stenson, 60-Bit Misfit, Toy Art, Drifter Comic. Did I do Black Phoenix? I'll do Black Phoenix again. Hit the like button. I got some like goals for y'all today. Michael Miller, Comics, Andy Silva, Chinovo, Comics, Jonathan, Power Ranger for Life. I think that relates to the like goal tonight. Just a little teaser there. Migo Hulk, Charlie Weaver, Adam Hamlet, Papa Loco, Chris Maury, and so many more. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight to talk toys. Always a great time. It's just like it's the high of the week. Even when John and I are so exhausted from toy shows selling, still really excited to be here with you all. Okay, so real quick on the like goals, and then we'll jump into the thick of it here. If we get, I don't know, what do you say, John? Did you say 350 likes? What do you think the like goals?
Yeah, 350. Let's go 350. I don't even know what it's for.
350. Well, I got 2 orders in from Hasbro that aren't this Hasbro Pulse item or any Hasbro Pulse item. Even though I have a Hasbro Pulse item behind me right here. More on that later. I got 2 things in. One of them, I very publicly said I was ordering. We talked about it right here on Toy Geeks. I finally got my Mego Ghostbusters set in, which I know a lot of people got these this past week. I was out of town in Atlanta this past week. More on that in the new year, but that's going to be insane. But anyway, so this came in the mail. So I definitely like to do a review of that here on the channel. But I've also got another thing in this week. Something that I thought I canceled. And then when I saw the charge on my credit card, I was like, oh, I probably should have canceled that. But too late. It's here.
Love when that happens.
It's up to you if I review this thing this week. I don't think I've properly reviewed anything Power Rangers on this channel. And it is the Megazord. Was it the Zero Ascension Dino? Zero Ascension Project Megazord set arrived in the mail. And so yeah, if we get 350 likes, this is what's going to happen. If we hit that 350, I will review both on this channel. But you will get to vote in the chat which one I do first, whether it's this Zero Ascension Megazord or the Mego Ghostbusters set. And that will happen this week on the channel. So, John, what do you think about this?
It's a good one. I think I already cast. I'm already casting my vote.
What would your vote be?
I want to know your thoughts on the Megazord.
Okay. All right.
Because I've seen some photos of the Ghostbuster set lingering around, and I'm curious about your thoughts on the Megazord because I got my own already, and I don't even own it.
So Honorable Gino Lycos, our amazing can confirm. Yes, won the one of the Wondars last time we did Lyco. But yeah, so 350 likes. Hit that like button right now. I'm kind of curious. Commentary has not been great on this. So
there are more Power Rangers fans than Ghostbusters fans.
Oh, Dole, come on now. You don't follow Craig's footsteps here. Zord Ascension Project. Thank you, Toying Around. By the way, I think was it toy unboxings on Thursday. D Amazing, Dan Yoon, amazing show on Thursday on Toying Around. Definitely check that out if you haven't yet. Red Foreman already with a super chat 49 about Tree Fitty. Damn, Moxus Months. Get out of here. Yes, exactly, Red Foreman. Thank you for getting the reference. So 350 likes, hit the like buttons, people, and you will decide the fate of that Zord Ascension project. Probably super overpriced. Oh, it hurt. It hurt so bad, John. When I saw it go through, I was like, I'm pretty sure I thought I canceled that. I think
they just forced the charge through.
They did, and it was on me. No fault of Hasbro on it. It's my own fault. I think it was like 100. Oh crap! Is Colleen here? I don't know. Look it up. I think it was 170 bucks, 175 bucks. Anyway, okay. Let's get into this, John. We have the latest Haslab from the Marvel Legends team. All previous Marvel Legends Haslabs, and there's been 2, right? We've had the Sentinel and the Galactus. So this is the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this is the first one that isn't some giant figure of some sort. And at $349.99, it's also the spindiest, if not one of the most spindiest of the 3. Yeah, definitely in Bluey terms, I let a biscuits for sure. So this set dropped on Friday and started out pretty strong. It's currently at 3,791 backers. And I think if we had to kind of quickly recap the thoughts of ourselves and many in the chat and the comments afterwards, the 350 price tag seems way too high for what we're seeing currently.
Yep.
But there's a potential here if they did all 4 of the, the pretty stereotypical 4 tiers as figures, it could potentially even out on that 350 price tag. Especially with something like Mephisto, which our friend James had that Diamond Select Mephisto for $200. I think it sold on the weekend too, didn't it? You didn't have it the show.
I think he pulled it and was going to put it on eBay.
Oh, okay. He's like, I got to get that thing out fast. But especially for a figure like that, it's really expensive. But there's other potential or slots to fill. That's what we're going to, the lead story for tonight is what those tiers could be. We're also going to look at how it's performing compared to other ones due to the fantastic Brian Brink. But Dan Yoon posted on his Twitter account this, was it late last night? The tiers will be of a demonic persuasion that are not necessarily tied to Robbie Reyes. They will be 6-inch figures, though, and not other accessories like bikes or horses. So this essentially confirms these aren't like add-ons. These aren't a bike or something else. These are 6-inch figures. So if 4 of these slots are 6-inch figures, the question then becomes, what are those slots going to be? And Riley Bob, I love this. We're always trying to top the no oolah, no moolah, but without Nick Cage, we rage. But during the toy show day, even with James, we're kind of spitting out like, okay, demonic persuasion, what could that be? And we had a few different ideas. But John, what do you think some of the prevailing ones that you and I discussed? And we'll definitely, I want to see yours in the chat. as well. But what's your thoughts here on some of the potential tiers for this? And let's think in our heads too, like what could these figures be that make that $350 price tag a little bit more palatable? But John,
Right.
what are the thoughts?
Okay, so Mephisto covers 1. We know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got 3 left.
3 left.
So,
and we've seen the image of that one, which we still are kind of up in the air with the.
yeah, he's got the crazy mustache and the wavy hair.
Yes.
Although we don't know that that's a mustache. He could be holding something in front of his face.
It has to be a mustache.
But after I got home, right?
Yes.
And I was thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that they're going to do or they're planning on a Ghost Rider-ish demonic family wave of retail release Marvel Legends to coincide with the rough shipping date when and if this funds, right? When everybody's getting it. So they're going to build a
wait, that's just the figure of the base figure? Oh, okay. So it's not.
Oh, really? Okay, so that just okay, so there's like a head that is.
It's the same one though, I guess, but it looks a little different, like that.
It does. It looks like it has hair that's just a little wavy. That's
a little floppier.
Yeah, the flames look taller on that. Okay, so we're wrong. That's going to be a.
Okay, it has to be better than that. That's just got to be made a dummy then.
Maybe that's like a mid transformation.
Yeah. Okay, a lot of people are saying Blackheart, Vengeance, Mephisto. So, but okay, your thoughts, John. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking that there will be a Ghost Rider family wave.
Okay.
I think Vengeance deserves a retail release, not a Haslab exclusive tier. Only because there was a Vengeance done in the Toy Biz days, and there hasn't been another Vengeance since outside of the Nick Cage movie series waves. So I gotta say that it won't be Vengeance just because I think he deserves a regular retail wave release. I mean, so does Mephisto, but that's not stopping him. And
okay, they're saying that's the shorter. That's right. There is a shorter flame piece to fit in the car. So that's not going to be a tier. Dr. Robotnik is not a tier.
All right. So you're not setting the roof on fire as he's driving.
So
the headliner catches.
So we've got 3 solid ones that aren't Mephisto. So you think Vengeance is too popular to be looped in here with the Haslab? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's a deep enough cut. Like,
and they need to be a demonic persuasion. That's not saying like another Ghost Rider or something. I mean, again, there's a lot of demonic characters that are Ghost Rider adjacent, like Mephisto, but
yeah. So our buddy James sent a picture of the first appearance Ghost Rider of his thought, and I thought that was great. Like the Ghost Rider in the white, like all white suit, and he was riding a white horse. Now we already know there's just going to be figures. There's not going to be any other rides, bikes, mammoths, what have you. But that would still be that's a really deep cut.
But it's hard to do that one without a horse, right? Like I feel like that one.
Yeah. But I think it's a contender.
Yep. Okay. And a Red put in a super chat. Did I press that one in? Okay, I did. Thanks, Red. Again, thank you to any super chat here. Let's see. Danny Ketch. A lot of people are saying Danny Ketch, Vengeance definitely retail. So a lot of people are agreeing with Vengeance should be a retail release. But here's my question: If Vengeance is a part of this, is that like a womp womp for the people that would prefer this in retail?
Yes, absolutely. The only which one was he? Was he early 90s?
See, that's where it's just like if I think any of these people that were riders, I feel like, at least to me, the tweet read like demonic persuasion is not other writers. That's just
Right.
how I'm seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Ketch was the second Ghost Rider.
Okay. So yeah, Night Stalkers is a good choice, but I think that's a wave.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a tier exclusive.
What about Blackheart? That's one that I felt like what oh jeez.
Blackheart Marvel.
But what about Blackheart? And the reason, and maybe it's a similar thing that you said about the Vengeance figure. The last time we got one was in the Toy Biz day. The last time we got a Blackheart, I'm pretty sure was in the Toy Biz days.
Yep.
It is, especially with Mephisto, because didn't Mephisto create Blackheart or something like that? Like there's a tie-in there to Mephisto. And so Blackheart to me seems like one that is enticing, and it's a demonic GR adjacent kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a figure that hasn't been done in Marvel Legends yet.
Yep.
And so that's where Blackheart to me seems like a really good pick. But is your concern there similar to Vengeance? We're like, well, that should be a retail release. Well, they haven't done it yet in 20 years or whatever. But like thoughts on Blackheart being
yeah, and Cone Killer just made a great point. Blackheart would be a perfect Build-A-Figure.
It would.
So if there is a Night Stalkers wave, including Vengeance, there is your Build-A-Figure right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do they go into other see, I can't
That's
remember I can't remember enough about these some of these other characters like Whistler.
Mm-hmm.
Or there's two Whistler people.
Yeah.
Are they considered demonic? Because aren't they more so human?
Exactly. That's so okay. Blackheart should be bigger, and Dan said it's 6-inch scale.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's a mark against Blackheart. 1/6 shooter Mephisto, Son of Satan, and Santana. I know Ryan Dole said Son of Satan as well as one of his picks. He's going to save the rest for Toy Anxiety on Tuesday. Son of Satan, Marvel. Thoughts on Son of Satan? Satan. And yeah, right. Yeah, that's right. It's Hellstrom. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, with the
That'd be good. That'd be a good one. Okay, so another thing I want to bring up again from our buddy James. He brought up that eyeball guy, the orb.
Ooh, yes. I want to plus in the super chat real quick, so I don't forget the Den Knight $2 super chat. Thank you. Still waiting for my Mezco Ghost Rider. I'm so sorry. But and Hellstrom and Satana. But let's put a pin in Satana. Right, that's how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea of the orb. That's why I put it there on the thumbnail.
Yep.
Now he is a writer, right? So that's maybe a mark against, but I just think he's a really freaking cool character.
Yeah, like this is the kind of character that is
like
right
weird
up the alley of a tier.
Yes.
And if we can, okay, so the 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth picture in from the left at the top.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one.
Yep. So it might have been San Diego, where one of the guys from the Marvel Legends team, he held up an accessory.
Yeah.
As a teaser.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought is that it's his gun.
Oh. Okay.
So I didn't remember that. I just, as I'm looking things up tonight before the show, that there was like 3 people or 3 characters that gun could have gone to.
Yeah.
But now that we have this project going on, the orb makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay. I like that pick.
So,
that's great. That's a great point.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think the orb, like it's an eyeball head guy.
Yeah, it's like he looks like Evil Knievel with an eyeball head.
Red Form, another $5 super chat. Lilith was big in GR in the day days. I will say, I'm a big Guns N' Roses fan, and so every time I see GR, I just think of "Take Me Down to the Paradise City."
Wasn't Lilith from Frasier?
Huh?
Wasn't Lilith from Frasier?
She's also like, one of those badass evil individuals. Let's see, Lilith. Purple. Now Lilith would be dope.
Mm-hmm.
Now that would be cool.
I feel like she's another retail figure, though.
You think it should be retail? Well, yeah, I guess these could all be retail.
Yeah. It's so hard to say, like Ryan saying they're going to be of demonic persuasion.
Dan said demonic.
Dan. They're going to be demonic persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
That it kind of narrows it, but it doesn't.
Lilith is like, Lucifer's, right-hand lady.
But I don't think she should be an exclusive to this, or maybe that is their plan. Like, okay, we're gonna do these characters people think should be at retail, and put them as the tiers just to bump the sales.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're doing with Mephisto.
Okay.
Could be.
All right. Let's talk. I mean, there's Lilith and everything, right? I think there's a DC. Yeah, there's Lilith is just like it's like just one of those mythological characters that's been around forever. Is it Zarathos or Zarathos? Is one we talked about as well. That is also a character that has not had a figure since. Did he even have a Toy Biz one? I don't know. Now. Zarathos.
In the Ghost Rider, like the straight Ghost Rider Toy Biz series.
Yeah, I think that's the last time there was one in the. I don't think there's ever. Yeah, there's never been a Marvel Legends figure. Period. The last time was with the old Toy Biz line.
Mm-hmm. So that could be its chance, and put him on that card.
Ooh, yes. I mean, this is where it ties into that 40th anniversary thing. Put him on a retro Ghost Rider card.
Mm-hmm.
They put these on retro cards. Let's see. Talos Chaos or Talos Chaos, $5 super chat. Demonic filter has to be a gas station pump with $7.99 per gallon sticker. I'm sure of it. Hey, it's come down a lot. It was like almost under $3 at my Costco the other day. So fingers crossed.
Oh.
But the thing is, the fact that we're not getting a bike or any other rideable thing or accessories and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it influences the direction here. Any other people on the top of your mind here? And we can do a super chat here from Den Knight, another $2 super chat. Room tour video. That's 100 subs, my dudes. All right, Den Knight. Well, hopefully you get to the 100 subs. That room tour. 660. That's better, actually. 666 gas is what it should be set to.
I don't know. Maybe
that's the son of the devil. It has to be that, right?
I mean, I'm not familiar with enough demonic Marvel characters, and obvious ones like Blade or Morpheus or Morbius.
Yeah,
I think they're too.
Blade stuff should stay with Blade. I feel like.
I just don't know. I'm out of ideas. It's a tough one.
Well, I think there's at least in this sense. And again, I got to give tons of credit to Ryan and Dan, especially Dan, like showing up on other streams, showing up on our stream on Friday, being really as transparent as I assume he possibly can be. I give him a lot of credit for that, because even seeing in response to this tweet, there's some just jerks dropping responses here. And again, if you And even here, if it's not for you, no worries. Thanks. Like even saying you don't have to back it if you don't want to back it. That's fine.
Right.
So 1, that's awesome. 2, it's like this right here. Eat a bag. Like that's just being a jerk. Like, come on. This is somebody that this is their job. They're trying to do a good job. They're obviously reaching out and trying to be as connected to the fan community as possible. And it's totally fine if you don't like the thing or you think it's overpriced. I think we all think it's very spendy. But it's just unacceptable to like just be a jerk.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
I think we have a really good community here, and I don't think anybody here would do tweets like that, but that kind of crap on the internet, especially for someone that's just doing their job and having to deal with that kind of crap is unacceptable.
Yeah. You don't anybody else does not want to go to work and get comments, in their email, like just trashing them.
Yeah.
Because
you're like, just come on.
Because of their TPS reports or something.
Yeah. It's
it's funny. People are putting in like a Jesus figure or something, but right on the back of that, Marvel did publish a Pope John Paul II comic.
So it's just too much toxicity. Again, all fandoms have this, and I think that's where I think this community, the community that's there is the good in the community, but there's also like that kind of crap. And I think we should all hold our fellow toy friends and geeks accountable to not be a jerk like that. It's too much. It's just being a jerk. Again, imagine if you were just doing your job and people were tweeting at you and crap. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Unacceptable. But again, I think the potential here for 4 figures is what adds a lot of value. I know some people are saying they're upset it's not going to be another vehicle of some sort, which I can understand that. And Mint on card, but you know what though? Here's the thing. They're being in marketing, especially, they will encourage you to use Twitter or LinkedIn or whatever as part of your job. So you may not think it's his job to tweet, but part of, especially being in marketing, which is the role they have, is to use social media to reach out to the fan communities and stuff like that. So it is, like this is, if it's about Marvel Legends stuff, it is his job. So yeah, Dan Who Reviews is in the chat. Another fantastic YouTuber, has a fantastic live stream. Definitely, I think most people here probably hang out at Dan Who Reviews, but if you haven't yet, definitely go check him out on the UK side. So his live streams are probably more agreeable to UK times. Dan, you got it. What is it, like 3 a.m. your time right now? But love you being here tonight, my friend.
You got to catch us at the lunch shows.
Yes. Yeah. Another super chat here from Red Foreman. Next Haslab should be an all werewolf wave. Cap wolf, Wolfsbane, werewolf by night, man wolf, maybe Dracula.
That'd be a great Halloween wave.
That's exactly. It's got to be like too. It's I don't know. It's very, very late, but happy to have you here, my friend. Okay. Let's check in to see how this thing is doing. What do you say, John?
Yeah. Let's check the charts.
Let's check the chats. Currently, let's do one more refresh here. Brian Brink did a great job with the charts. We're at 37.94. It might be a little bit less. I think he sent this in about an hour ago. Let me share this up here. Dan Who does have an amazing show. Please go check it out if you haven't yet. Let's see, another super chat. If not Hasbro, then who should make Marvel Legends? McFarlane. He's doing DC. And as much as I think we've enjoyed a lot of the stuff McFarlane has done, and it's a hell of a lot cheaper and a lot more plentiful than Marvel Legends sometimes, I think we can all also agree. I feel like the product that the Marvel Legends is, I don't know, is nicer the right word, John? I just feel like the sculpting is more consistently good.
It's Okay, I mean, McFarlane has no thigh cuts. I'll just say that. There is very, as nice as they look, as nice as they aren't Marvel Legends. If you like posing, articulation,
Yep.
Hasbro's doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So is McFarlane.
Yeah.
But it's pretty limited.
Yep. Yep. And McFarlane has QC issues, and so I think, you know,
but McFarlane's come a long way.
I
mean, if it was the 90s and you opened a McFarlane figure, it fell apart without even touching it. And we all had our doubts when he announced the DC license. They've gotten much better. They're still not Marvel Legends, but they're $20.
They're $20 hairs, and Marvel Legends are now like $36
and they're in a window box still.
Yeah, and you can see them.
Yes.
But you know what, though? I will say I dig that the cheapo figures now are just open in the front, and they're just kind of tied in with like a little rope or whatever. So hopefully that continues to be improved. Oh, and Dan Who Reviews became a member of the GDL family. Dan Who, welcome to the family.
I got family.
But real quick before, let's see. Love the content. If it wasn't for time, yeah, exactly. Dan, it's super late. We're happy to have you. But if you need to go to bed, that's okay too. There we go. There we go. Subscribe to Dan Who. Please do. Please go give a subscription. Subscribe and the bell icon. That's important. Especially for our American friends, because it'll be kind of midday, I think, usually when he streams. Okay. So with these tiers, I did Fears for Tears as the title. I've been wanting to use that title for a while, and I'm so glad to do it.
I love it.
Because I know a lot of you, when you see that price tag, you just want to let it all out. But really, what I want you feeling is for those tears when they drop.
You just sold a bunch of records. It's going to be the Kate Bush effect.
Listen, if I can get Tears for Fears, Kate Bush running up that hill money, I will do it. I will run up that hill. Tears for Fears, Kate Bush.
And then you can buy the Ghost Rider.
Wait, do they want to buy the Ghost Rider? I'm not getting that money. Hopefully I cut it short enough so that way they can't copyright strike me. Anyway, if not, that may be only live and I'll cut that out so they can't copyright strike me. But anyway, Fears for Tears, but we're getting 4, so it should be okay. All right, let's look at the chats, or not the chats, the charts from Brian Brink. And I think it's kind of telling a not so great picture. It's still early. But this is the first time Marvel Legends has had an early bird, which is the human form Robbie Reyes. So, thanks, Dan. But so the early bird is this coming Friday, the 23rd. Has to have 9,000 backers fully backed by that point. Now, what I love what Brian did for this week is he kind of gave us a little dotted line to kind of if it's all even, everything's perfectly good, you're trending to hit it. Now, again, this is not super science. It could change at any point in time. But if you're looking at the curve here, it started well within the range.
Yep.
But now it's flattening off pretty early after that day 1 backing. And if it's keeping at this pace, which that light blue line, I believe was the Sky Striker. Yep, the Sky Striker, which we all know kind of puttered along until they gave us those bonus Cobra figures and sticker sets, right? Because look, it jumped up miraculously the last day, and like
that's one of mine is in there.
Yeah, mine too. Tragically, we didn't get ketchup and mustard,
Mm-hmm.
but we got a lot. And if Dan's still here, he was part of the drive to try and get that across the finish line. But that's what it's trending as. And if it follows that trajectory, actually a little bit less than the Sky Striker, and if it keeps at that pace, we are not getting the early bird Robbie Reyes figure. John, thoughts on that?
Yeah, I predicted it when we talked about this on Friday.
You did.
But maybe he is just the human form version. Is just maybe the Ghost Rider fans just aren't concerned in getting him. Maybe it's just not enough. It's not like what was it? Was it the Hiss Technician that was the early bird?
Yes.
For the Hiss tank.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that was kind of a style that was already done between the 25th anniversary and between the 25th and the 50th anniversary of Joe's. Like there was a 3 3/4 inch style figure of that. So I think fans of Joe's were like familiar with that outside of the basic Hiss driver.
Yeah.
So maybe this just isn't hitting. It's not impacting the fans. So there just isn't concern in getting him.
Yeah. And a lot of people are saying that. They're saying it should have been a head swap, which I think is fair.
Mm-hmm.
And Tactician, and the thing with Tactician, even though Tactician was not the craziest, going out on a limb, it was pretty,
right.
But it's a, faceless trooper, right? So
right.
That's more appealing, that you don't need 20 Robbie Reyes in human form.
Right. Is there going to be 20 human forms per, just floating out there? They're just going to be sort of the kind of a peg warmer, for anybody that just doesn't want him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Ooh, Toy Galaxy brings up a good question here. Or Secret Galaxy, I should say. What's the total committed dollars to undelivered Haslabs at this point if you went all in on them? It's a really good question. If you count Galactus, I mean, that's what, three? I mean, just let's say average 300, make it easier on our brains, maybe. But you've got 300 for Galactus. And then you had 3 more during the Hasbro Pulse time, right?
Yep.
300 plus 300. The Proton Pack was more. And then we have the Hiss Tank, which is also 300. And then if you're committing to this before the Galactus shows up, which again could show up, I think it's like this month or next month or something. Let's say 350. You're pushing $2,000 in committed money that hasn't been delivered yet.
Man.
Not to mention, say most like Galactus is 30,000, 17,000. So let's say that was 1850. Let's see, 1850 times. What do you want to say in average? Should we say like 20,000 or 25,000?
Yeah.
Give or take. Let's say 25,000. Maybe that's too much, but whatever. That's, $40 to $50 million. Yeah, $40 to $50 million that Hasbro has in the bank of fans' money, ballpark. That hasn't been delivered yet. So that's a factor as well.
Yep.
That's what we call it.
And there's a good chance that more projects are going to be announced in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Yep. They haven't hinted anything, but it's a possibility.
Yep.
Red Foreman, $5 super chat. Iconic vehicle from our childhood versus a dude that's less than 10 years old. Most of us haven't even read a comic with him in it. Yeah, I think for the old, I don't want to say old timers, like, come on, we're geriatric millennials.
We're not Silver Age.
Yeah. But I do know that Robbie Reyes, as a relevant character in the modern Marvel context, is a pretty important character, right? As far as I know. But I do understand, like, at least for the more nostalgic driven collectors, we care more. But they've already done the motorcycles, so I get if you want them, but they've already done them. So
yeah,
this is going to be the Haslab. But
yeah, but
Rabbit, I missed your super chat. I'll just go try to find it, my friend. I'm sorry, that's my bad. Go ahead, John. Keep talking.
Yeah, but like we had talked about on Friday, out of all the modern toys, Marvel Legends collectors are probably the most of the completists.
Yep.
So maybe, I mean, if this doesn't fund at all, is this going to be like the Star Wars feeling for the Marvel team?
No, I don't think it is. I think this thing funds. And Robert, I pulled this up. I'm sorry. $2 super chat. Does a Punisher Van Haslab sell better? I don't know. To me, Punisher and like he's of that level. Maybe they made a crotch rocket Punisher. Then
See,
it would be great.
I mean, if it was done during the Netflix run of Punisher,
yeah,
it would have pushed it.
Plus the whole Punisher thing's kind of a complicated character in today's world. Anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the thing is the tiers, and they've basically telegraphed them. One of them we already know is a really big character everybody wants. If they want to hit the early bird, I agree with people in the chat. Like it should have just been an alternate head and call it a day. It shouldn't be the early bird figure. But I get, it's just supposed to be something that's just kind of thrown in, right? So so be it. But if they show the tiers, they basically have telegraphed almost every detail you can before even showing the tiers. John, what do you, if you were in, the war room here at Haslab Marvel Legends, do you think they should be thinking, let's show all the tiers if we want to hit 9,000 backers by this coming Friday?
Yep. 100%. Don't let this be we're going to include the Rancor Keeper now. Don't like they could sort of just bury this hatchet and just show it, you know? And again, even if it's just renders, who cares?
Yeah.
I mean, we saw the back of Mephisto's head. We know Mephisto's coming.
Yep.
Just lay him out there. I think that's the best idea. And then say, and that's it. There's no more. Because, with the Hiss tank, we all speculated because it's doing so well. Are they going to add any more? And we all kind of thought, well, maybe, maybe they'll add an ASP or an MMS or something, but just nip it in the bud, show all the tiers and say, that's it. For $350. Because as we showed them, your dollar per item gets better and better.
Yeah. And even in the chat when we did this on Friday, Dan Yoon said, once you see all the figures, I think the 350 price tag sits better. So if they know that, if this is how they're pricing this out and everything, because just on the car and the thing alone, it's not worth 350, then you need to show it up front. And you need to show it to the fans, and then they can do it. And if you don't know, that's fine. We're armchair quarterbacking this. I understand that. But I think if this is, if we're in the chat as well, the voice of toy collectors here, like just show it. And then I think you'll probably get more up front. One pouch for $2 super chat. Hot Wheels RC Batmobile makes this look bad. Again, there's a lot of LEDs here. I think you piece it out. And if there's 5-6 figures, I think it does become more palatable. Yeah, Mephisto alone worth $100 to $200, right? That Diamond Select one's $200.
Yeah,
we did that last time. So show us the tiers, and there will be less fears.
Hashtag.
And less show. So, that's that. We'll see how it goes. But I think both John and I are still not backing it under any circumstances.
Right. Because we're going to find out about Eternia eventually.
There's Eternia. There's we want Serpentor. That's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. Dan, I think on the Toying Around show teased a 90s X-Men Hasbro PulseCon exclusive. I hope it's Magneto. So we got Indiana Jones coming back. Great point, the Collector. Like there's a lot of stuff on the horizon, and This one, it doesn't take priority.
Nope. Not in this house.
Ah, damn, Thickman, you're right. I should have had Mad World as a. Dang it!
Next time.
Next time.
Next project.
Next project, yeah. We'll see. We'll see if I'm getting the copyright dings. It was a really short clip, though, YouTube. Settle down. Don't get too excited. It's an hour and a half show. It was like maybe 2 seconds.
Yeah, the Thunder Tank and the Turtle Fan. That's right, too.
And yeah, Thunder Tank. Oh, my God. Just want to $10 tie. Hey, listen, he's doing a great job with the superpowers. And Ralph, my friend, glad. Hopefully, we're on the other side. Poor Ralph passing a kidney stone.
I know.
Last week.
Man.
But anyway, so send all the good vibes Ralph's way. Third party is 275. Not as flashy. No fig. Good point. But that was a large. It's big. Mine's sitting up here. Hold on. Where is that? There it is.
Mm-hmm. And if Underground Arsenal,
Big boy.
It's Underground Arsenal, right?
Yes.
If they hear your cries, they'll do a Punisher van probably.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Next Haslab Aunt May edition. Oh my God. All right. Anywho, John, just real quick. I don't know if you follow my Instagram. Maybe you do. Maybe people in the chat follow me on Instagram, Geek Dad Life. You may know that I got my issue of Toy Collectr in the mail and had a blast reading it. And there's a couple figure reveals in this issue. And I showed it to you today.
It gave me all the feels.
Yeah, right. So wasn't it cool just like holding a freaking toy magazine again?
The only thing that would have made it better,
is
standing in front of the magazine rack at Barnes & Noble and reading it there.
And then putting it back without buying it?
No.
But I am pumped to have this in hand. I know we had Blake Wright, what we call him, publisher in chief, editor in chief,
the creator, the godfather of Toy Collectr, of giving us a tangible magazine again.
It's Toy Collectr minus the O, but not where you think. That's my. Are you caught up on She-Hulk? You would get that if you were.
I am not.
Okay. But there's a couple bits of news in here that I thought were really good. If you want to see like good pictures of these, then sub up Toy Collectr, toycollectr.com, just without the O there on the end there. But first of all, they had a Super 7 reveal of a cyborg Mechagodzilla, which looks really freaking cool. I think I'm still a pass on it though. And then we have Dan Larson, who's still in the chat. Tales from the Boba Set article, which was great. That was a lot of fun. Pixel Dan had an article in here. Oh yes, and a Savage Dragon as a Series 2 sneak peek on the Long Box Heroes thing. So a lot of news in here. That's all I'm going to share. But I will say they're doing an exclusive mail away figure. I'm getting no money on this, by the way, so I'm not like pimping this to try and make money. I just, believe in having tangible print media. But they're doing a mail away figure that's a mystery. But once you get 3 issues, you can get access to this exclusive 4-inch mail away figure. But they're not unveiling who the toy maker is or anything yet. But I don't know, John. What do you think of this mail away figure that's going to be in this Toy Collectr magazine?
It's such a good idea. It's giving us everything we used to have. We're getting the magazine. We're getting a mail away figure. I think the last mail away figure there was that vintage collection rocket firing Boba Fett. And that was like 12 years ago.
Oh, somebody said that the silhouette looks like a Dan Larson. Hold on, Flash.
Well, now I'm getting 2 subscriptions because I want one mitten box.
Yeah.
One to put on my shelf.
A Dan Larson action figure? I'm in. But it's poly bagged in a mailer box, just like you remember. So I'm excited for that. And then we were trying to figure out the next issue because Blake showed it on our thing, but it is the penguin from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and it has the Fast and the Furious font.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a Super 7 exclusive Toxie and the squirrel. So this is my guess, prediction on what the next issue of Toy Collectr is going to be, because this one had a great article on gargoyles, had the Cold Stone reveal. My guess is the next issue is going to reveal a Super 7 Rack and Bass Ultimates. That's my guess. That was my prediction. Bold prediction.
Mm-hmm. That's probably the best guess.
It makes so much sense, right? It makes too much sense.
Yeah. It's right up Super 7's alley for Ultimates.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know the connection with Toxie.
That's what I was just hinting at Super 7, and you have the penguin Topper, right? Was that his name? Topper!
I don't remember.
$5 super chat. Randall, Bobby Valid's thoughts last night were interesting about the ghost car. He said the same. Reveal everything Monday and quit teasing. Yeah, I think it'll do well. Magazine is US only. Well, Ryan Dole, as a Canadian, as our friendly Canadian representative for the toy community. There's many other Canucks in the toy community as well. We had Toying Around in here. Mega J Retro. Many others.
Mm-hmm.
Got to figure out a way to make that happen. But again, if you're following Blake, he's like shipping it out of his garage. Oh, here we go. It's not USO. Blake, right in the chat.
Whoa. Exclusive. Worldwide. Get it worldwide.
Live. Thanks, Blake. Peep Show. I'll find that Peep Show. Sorry about that. But yeah, Rack and Bass Ultimates would be amazing. Move down here,
no French Canadian translation yet.
no French. Listen, Dole gets really upset if you assume he's French Canadian. He's not.
He is on the other side.
He's on the other side
of Canada.
Yeah, it's very upset. Luckily, he's not on the show right now. It'd be very aggressive. BM said he ordered today from Canada. So what are you doing here, Dole? You trying to get us in trouble? Let's see. I want to make sure I go to the other super chat that I missed. Drift Comic 350 light goal. Oh yeah, let's see where are we at with the light goal. We're at 224. Oh come on, do you guys not even want me to do a review of this stuff?
Do you even like, bro?
Do you even like, bro? Oh, there's a $5 super chat. Sorry, Mrs. Peep Show. Okay. Sadly, all this means, if it funds, is that the Haslab vehicles this size will only be 350 up. Next up, Thanos Copter for 450. Okay, this is a fair critique, right?
Mm-hmm.
If everyone keeps purchasing it at a certain thing, then you're gonna think it can pass for that thing. So, thoughts, John? I know there's a lot of like things. I didn't really describe it all that well, but thoughts on this thought?
Yeah, like 350 being the baseline.
Mm-hmm.
I think
we're almost like giving them permission to do it in the future.
No, because see, I keep forgetting the name of what they're calling this car. The Hell Charger, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's built up with all these LED lights. That's adding a lot of cost.
Mm-hmm.
The Haslab Hiss tank essentially had one projector light, for the Cobra logo.
Yeah.
And lights between the dash lit and then the cargo area in the back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. It did.
Quit it with the lights. Cut the cost.
But I like the lights, Sean. I like the lights.
Do we need headlights on a Mobat? Probably not.
We do. You're right. Like, realistically, you're not displaying it with the lights more than a few moments anyway, but it's really cool.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't keep batteries in anything because that's when you forget, and then it's all corroded before you know it.
That's true. That's fair. All right.
I think the flame effects lighting up, that's cool. It's kind of warranted, but I think trying to jam that stuff into everything, no.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
Just clarification. Yeah, working on a workaround for the pop issue. So it is being fixed, and I will also post a link on the description too for me watching this after the fact if you're outside. But for Canada and international links for Toy Collectr. Boom. So this is the beauty of doing a live show. You can fix things in real time. John, real quick before we get in, because we're coming up at the top of the hour here.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts on some other bit of toy news, Super 7 related. Another pre-order for some Universal Monsters with Nosferatu and was it the Metaluna mutant?
Yes, the Metaluna mutant.
The renders look great.
Yep.
They look great in person. That's a whole nother story. But thoughts here on these figures?
I'm gonna buy him. I know I complain about the cost of Ultimates, but I love that character.
It's a cool character,
Mm-hmm.
and the TMNT one.
Yep. And the biggest surprise, he only comes with one extra set of hands.
What?
I guess the two fingers can only like opened or closed. We couldn't do anything else. But I'm super stoked for this guy.
Yeah, it looks cool, but you're right. It's just it's one set. But they're listening, John. Okay, they didn't give you anything else. Right. It's still $55.
And it's still $55.
But it's less hands.
You said you didn't want any more hands. Well, that's it. We're listening.
Josh, well done. It's a no Nosferatu for me.
Yeah, he's going to be a pass. He's an easy pass.
Well, why? So it's a 7-inch scale. My guess is going to be a little bit bigger than, say, a 7-inch scale human would be, right?
Right. Yep.
But let's look at the Nosferatu, black and white. You got extra goodies to go along with him. You got a rat, and again, 8 hands. And at least, I don't know, come with a hat. But why are you a no on Nosferatu, as well as maybe some others in the chat?
I'm familiar with him. I've never seen the movie. I know nothing about what is he has a name. It's Baron something or
well, he's like a Dracula archetype, right? So he's
yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. But I know nothing about him other than like seeing that famous scene where he's like going up the stairs and he's like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That's my extent for him.
Count Orlok, thank you.
Count Orlok, okay.
Orlok. But Nosferatu is Dracula. Yep.
But he looks. I mean, he would look great with the NECA Universal Monsters in a scene. Just lined up on a shelf. It's like the classics.
Yes, but it's gonna be bigger than the NECA ones, right? No, I guess NECA.
Those are 7-inch scale.
Yeah. Okay. Then yes.
He is a better deal than the mutant. Absolutely. You get a lot more.
But that's why I feel like the mutant must be bigger then, right? And it does have more paint applications. My only concern, I love the shiny gold, but they've shown time and time again that they bail out on making it shiny whenever the final paint applications come in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If I remember right, I think like in scale, like per, in like human scale, I think he was like 8 feet tall or so in the movie.
Yeah.
But I might be remembering that wrong. So it could just be a much taller figure.
Yeah. But still, I think they're cool. I think I'm with you between the two. Even I don't really care about either of these characters. Not a fan, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
But between just objectively as a cool toy, Metaluna Mutant, it's pretty cool. So just on that alone, I think it looks really cool. But Super 7. we talked about the cumulative fudge. All of the money we've put in towards the Haslabs that's sitting there has to be dwarfed by the potential undelivered waves. Super 7, and I don't have Wave 5 of TMNT Ultimates in hand for myself yet. I have not watched the reviews because I want to have my own opinion when I do them.
Mm-hmm.
But I know people have watched them. I've seen the pictures though. Like friends of the channel, Toy Shiz, Pixel Dan, they've done their reviews, but I've seen the pictures and I don't like what I'm seeing. So even then, I'm kind of spoiled myself a little bit, but I hope they turn out better in person. But there is this, they're increasing the price. You have a bunch of pre-orders, and it's just like, it's just,
Mm-hmm.
Riley Bob asks, I think we touched upon this last Saturday, I think, but opinion of Super 7 Nightmare Before Christmas figs, yay or nay? Nay.
Yeah, they look great, but I just don't collect Nightmare Before Christmas. It's not on my radar.
Yep. And also it's weird that it's just a Disney wave. So it's not its own Nightmare line. That eventually will have more figures down the line.
Right. I think that's where people are getting burned, I think.
Yeah.
It just should have been another series, not added to the Disney waves.
Yep. Ray Fillet does look fantastic. It's the Krang that looks yucca. And I did Slash is up for it's in stock on BBTS, so I ordered it as well. So I'll have Slash on the way. But no, it's not, Mike. I want that Pinocchio still. Don't crush my dreams. On that gigantic Pinocchio. All right. John, any other bits of news? Anything we're missing here? People in the chat be like, you idiot, you didn't say this thing.
I can't think of anything else. We were combing through the news at the toy show trying to figure it out.
Yeah, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I think I saw the big stuff. At least as far as like main retail. The fall geek out was mainly WWE for Mattel, no master stuff. Last stop is Hasbro, which is this coming Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's 2 weeks of Hasbro.
Yep.
So nothing there.
But how about this coming Tuesday for Masters? You got any thoughts?
No, usually it's every other week, big, small, big, small. But you want to know something? Speaking of Masters, this set's still available if everybody wants it for $150.
They're going for a record on this one for longevity. If you don't know, Slash from Super 7, weirdly, the Wave 7 6-figure is in stock on BBTS, or at least it was yesterday or the day before. Mm-hmm.
Picked it up.
Yep. Out of all the people we talked to this weekend at the show, I talked to one person who ordered this.
Was it Kevin?
No. Kevin passed.
Kevin passed? I thought he said he went. I may miss that.
I thought he said he passed. He got Grizzlor. He was lucky with Grizzlor.
Yeah.
Oh no, what is his name? I want to call him Mike.
Okay.
Shoot, I can't remember.
Definitely Mike.
But anyway, I remember of one person remembering this.
Okay.
Those are not good odds.
Yeah. Transformers Legacy leaks. I know those leaked. Next Sunday is our PulseCon preview show, so we'll definitely dig into it then. We've got Mythic Legions. Lithia Wave is about to ship. God, talk about just amazing figures. Talk about figures that deliver.
Yep.
But it is insane. Maybe the Cobra Con, Camel Con exclusive. Maybe that one drops. But this is I think it's voted for the wallet. Yeah, it's too expensive. Too expensive. Way too expensive. All right, light goal. Where are we at? We're at 266. We're like still ways away from 350. So clearly, you all don't want me to do a review of this week.
That's it.
I'm just gonna return it, to be honest. I didn't want to spend $170, so
do
you're
they
just saving me money.
Do they take returns?
They have to, right? Oh, don't tell me they don't take returns.
I don't know. I don't know how Pulse works.
This thing's heavy, though. I gotta say, this is a heavy box. So if you didn't tune in earlier, the light goal for today, I forgot that I bought this, or I forgot that I didn't unbuy this or cancel my order. The Zero Ascension Megazord set. I did the pre-order when I thought it was a lot bigger. When I looked at the scale, it seemed way too small. I want a HasLab Megazord for my Lightning collection MMPR figures. Hasbro, can you just do that? Our friend Blake, another toy seller, had both of those Matty Collector Voltrons.
Yep.
That are kind of trash, but I want a big freaking Megazord.
It would be for 6-inch scale. That would be huge.
Okay, maybe not 6-inch scale.
It's got to be like 3 3/4.
But have it be like the Sentinel, where at least I can have like a display with the, I don't know. I just want a big one.
I know. You want that like Panache Place style Megazord.
Yeah.
And it would be great.
Just please. Anyway, I bought this thinking it was along those lines, and it wasn't, and I forgot to cancel. So here it is. So, but I got two things. If we don't hit the like goal, I don't know. I'll probably just do the Ghostbusters and then return this. But if you want me to do both, and you'll get to vote which one I do first, we got to hit 350 likes. We're at 282 likes. There's been over 500 people watching this right now. So really, if it doesn't pass, you have voted with your likes.
Mm-hmm.
By not voting, much like not buying the $150 E-Man set, and that is fine. But if you do really want me to do this, hit the like button.
Yeah. And just walking away is better than hitting dislike.
Exactly. But I think dislikes count the same. So if you hate us, I guess you can hit dislike. I feel bad you've been watching this long if you hate us, but whatever. Views of you. All right. John, there's nothing else. Let's talk about our after show today. So if you are a patron, get to hang out with us after these shows. And we were at a toy show this weekend, and it wasn't the best selling toy show, but god dang, I did a lot of trades, including a big old Razor Crest. Today's after show episode titled "The Toy Show Trade Deadline." We'll share our hauls from the show, including trading for this Razor Crest Haslab sealed Razor Crest that sits behind me. And we'll tell that story and many others from our toy show this weekend. Excited for that. We're at 293 likes. Keep hitting the likes, people, if you really want it to happen. A lot of trades.
Yeah. This was the trade heaviest show I've ever done.
It's kind of what you do when you're not selling enough to buy stuff. So you're like,
yes.
Hey, will you take this for this?
but also, like, I had a couple like higher price things where like somebody, one guy was like, well, I don't want to spend the money on it, but I got a bunch of stuff in my car.
So it was behind me all night. It's been sitting right there.
Yep.
50, yeah, exactly. We're at 296 likes. Hit the likes, people. Hit the likes buttons. I have not opened it. And people asked, did I not back it when it? No, I did not. We were doing early days Toy Geeks then. We talked about it. I kind of wanted to, but the ship just got blown up. And space-wise, didn't really have space for it. So I didn't get it. But then there's the FOMO. There's the HasLab FOMO. There's figure FOMO. And, I see my friends get it. I see Ryan Dole, like every time he talks to him, he talks about it. It's really annoying and exclusionary.
So I was dusting my Razor Crest the other day.
Yeah.
making a spot for my Galactus.
But anyway, so when presented the option, really excited to trade for it, and hopefully it doesn't. I'd really prefer it not to. But so it's here. Well, but I'll talk about that, and we'll talk about our adventures today for the after show. What's the link to get in the After Dark? You have to become a patron. I put a link in the description. $5 a month. You help the show grow, and you get to hang out with us. There's more drinks. The curses are free flowing. And it's like a hangout. It's like a hangout.
It's like when you're hanging out with your buddies.
Yeah, it's like you hang out. Right. Do you not appreciate my Razor Crest? I do, though. I do. But hang out with us in the after show. Become a patron today. Patreon.com/geekdadlife. You get name in the credits. You get to hang out for the after show. You get the Geek Pod Life. So our streams, you get them in podcast form, and other cool benefits. All right, John. Danhausen? We have Danhausen here? All right, let's get ready for Stump John, I think. I think it's time, John.
I'm ready.
We're at 304. Come on, get the likes in right now, because after Stump John, it's over. So come on. If you want me to commit to spending too much money on this.
Because once you crack that open,
cost me money. Hung Wen, I am getting the Thunder Tank. It is a space killer. That's a future J problem.
Seems like most things are future J problems on this show.
It's a Super 7. So I got like 4 more years, so I got to worry about that, right?
Right.
Plenty of time.
You got a chance that you'll get a third-party Thunder Tank before you get the official.
I know. I know Danhausen. Really fun. Just a wrestler. Very fun character. I'm upset I didn't get the Heels and Faces version of the Danhausen figure. Poor Future J. Yeah. Anyways, Future J full of problems. Anyway, 310, 40 away. 40. I know they say this October, but I'm just waiting for that email from BBTS. They're like, there's been unexpected delays. We're pushing to 2023. I'm like, good. Future Jay's gonna be living in a van down by the river. Listen, there's a great program on Discovery Plus called Van Go, where they turn vans into cool mini houses. Yep. So I'm gonna be fine. I'll be fine with that. All right, let's get ready, John. No more yammering. Let's get toy accessory in. A little segment we like to call Stump John. It's that time again. It's time to test John and his knowledge of all things toy accessories. Yes, he claims to be a toy expert, and we have to challenge him on it on a segment we like to call Stump John. So everybody all around the world, let's say it together with me. It's time to do what? It's time to stump that John. All right, John.
Ready?
What'd you get? 2 out of 3 last week?
That was what was last week? What was last week?
It was you didn't get the Waterworld one, I think.
That's right. That's right. And I don't even remember what I did get.
Rob, don't remind me. Van Gogh placement quality show on HBO. Yeah. Ugh. I hate it. I hate it so much. But whatever. I don't control what HBO Max does. Yeah, 2 for 3. Orange Waterworld gun. You missed out on it. What was last week's same, bro? Aren't same. All right, here we go. These were also submitted by Andrew. If you're here in the chat, let's give Andrew a ton of love for sending in. But let's check them out. First accessory. What you got, John?
Battle Beasts.
Damn, well done. Yes, Battle Beasts is correct. Specifically,
number 5.
It is Rocky Rhino weapon.
Looks like there's a little number up, a little upside down 5 on there.
I guess. Okay. All right. So 1 down.
All right. Is that for a Darkwing Duck figure?
Nope.
Okay. Uh,
You want to come back to it?
Yeah, let me come back
Marinate on
to
that
it.
one a little bit. Okay. A lot of people are getting in the chat, by the way. Just
Okay.
if that's an
Is it from Silverhawks?
Yes, it is from
Okay.
Silverhawks.
It's that guy that has like the longish yellow hair.
Sure.
Right? I can't remember what I remember what he looks like, sort of.
Is it Windhammer? Because that's what it is. Windhammer tuning fork.
I wouldn't have guessed the name.
Well, you got it.
I picture
Silverhawks.
the character.
All right. 2 for 2. Can you go 3 for 3? I don't know the last time you had a perfect game.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Been since last season.
I feel like you're Kevin Costner in the fantastic film For the Love of the Game. Directed by a famous director you probably don't realize was the director of that film. Do you know the director?
I don't.
Sam Raimi.
Get out of here. Really?
Sam Raimi directed For the Love of the Game.
Wow.
Yeah.
That puts a whole new spin on it.
He had this little stretch of like movies where he was trying to like win his Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because he had like the Evil Dead era, and
Yep.
then he had like his Oscar tries and then failed miserably.
Mm-hmm.
And then he went to Spider-Man.
Yep.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, what? It might be one of the least Sam Raimi movies ever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, sorry.
Or is it the most Sam Raimi movie ever? That's what he really likes to do.
That's true. He just want to make a baseball movie. You're right, Dorothy, and I shouldn't be giving Ralph trivia here. Okay. Yeah, Simple Plan, The Gift. Yep. Right. Wait, The Love for the Game had zombies in it? I would have watched it. Okay. It is boring. It's not a great movie, but they don't always make great ones. Simple Plan is great. Simple Plan is a great movie.
I've never seen it.
Great movie. Again, I've talked about it on the show before, but Blank Check with Griffin David, great podcast, and they usually have guests on. And for that one, they had Kevin Smith, I believe, guest with him to talk about Simple Plan when they did the Sam Raimi movies.
Oh, no kidding.
Checking that one out. Okay. All right. We're at 321 likes, less than 30 likes away to hit our like goal for today. So hit that like button. And we've had tons of people watching tonight. So thank you everybody hanging out for us tonight. Last piece. Here you go, John. Can you get the perfect game?
Does that go to one of the Micronauts aliens?
God dang, John. You did it. It is a Micronauts figure. Perfect game, my friend. Perfect game. Well done. Wow.
I don't know. I'll just throw in Membros. I don't know.
Antron.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Well done. Perfect game, my friend.
I feel good.
Well done. 3 for 3 sweep. Well done. Well done. It's been a while, but you're getting your form back.
I know. I stuttered a little bit on that tuning fork. And you know what I thought? You know that guy from Darkwing Duck, the like electric.
Yeah, but he has a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Bolt?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, I'm right here.
And I thought that was like lightning bolts, or no, that's still not who I'm thinking of.
Well, the other one is Bushroot, and he's plants.
Nope. Okay, so I'm thinking of somebody else completely different, and I just thought Darkwing Duck.
There you go. We do have a new member. I do want to give a shout out here to Sasuke.
I got family.
You've got family. Welcome to the GDL family. So yeah, John, I did want to share this video from the toy show. Do I have it here? Where'd it go? Nope. I thought I shot a video.
You did.
I did, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, maybe I'll find it for later. I can't find it right now. Anyways, I'll find it. Don't worry, everybody. I'll find it. But yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here and a part of this family. And John, I think that's it. Did we hit our like goal? Let's see. We're only 329, 20 away, 21 away. Come on now.
You know what though? Maybe they're doing it so you can return the Megazord. It is a kind of a sort of a way. You should have said likes to return it.
You know,
Give us 350 likes to return it.
But I'm kind of curious. Like, it's so close.
I know. What if you really like it? What if you're like, this is the best 12-inch Megazord I've ever had?
Yes. Nothing to me beats the original Bandai. Like, I'm right there.
Mm-hmm.
I got the original Bandai one. But I'm curious, man. I'm curious. Stop the count. Use the Megazord for this month's giveaway? Maybe. But I could really use that money. I got that attorney coming. 346, 4 away.
Come on, people.
Vote for which one I do. I assume maybe everyone votes for the Megazord then. 349. Do we hit it? We're just 1 away. Which
it's just gonna hang there.
Oh, we hit it. 350. So there you go. You all did it. Let me Megazord, Ghostbusters. All right. I'm asking you all right now. We hit the like goal. Thank you, everybody, for that. Let's give you another round of applause. Well done. We wasted Jay's money. You did it. You did it. You know how you can help with that? Become a patron today at patreon.com/geektablive. And you can hang out with us after this show and any show. Tonight, we're talking about our toy show adventures in Raleigh. Talking about the trade deadline, where we did a lot of trades at the show. So as we close out the show, get your votes in right now. The vote is happening. Currently, Megazord is winning with 56% of the vote. If you want to do the Mego Ghostbusters or the Zero Ascension, Zord Ascension Megazord first on this channel, hit those you're putting your votes right now. 85 of you have voted. And there you go. Voted Megazord the troll the Ghostbuster. Oh, dope. Why? Like, he's like doubling down on the whole trying to agitate Ghostbusters fans thing. I don't think it's wise.
They're both going to be so mad.
Oh, come on, John. Not you.
Just piling it on.
Oh, come on. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, let's thank the people that help contribute to helping this channel grow. Our patrons. Definitely want to thank all of you. And thank everybody for hanging out tonight on Toy Geeks. It is always a blast. For the people that are coming to the after show, we'll see you there. Come next Sunday, John and I are doing our predictions, as well as all of you, our predictions for PulseCon, which is coming up 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks from today. We'll be covering that here on the show as well. But next Sunday on Toy Geeks, we'll be doing our PulseCon predictions. And heck, the Transformers stuff is already leaked, so our work's kind of already done for us on that front. And thank you for hitting the like button. If you're watching this later, still hit the like button. It helps the channel grow. And if you don't want to miss any of the future episodes on the channel, hit the subscribe button and that bell icon. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night and a great start to your week. And until next time, hasta luego and goodbye. Have a good night.